What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the transformation journey. Today is another update. I'm so excited because I actually was able to get some clips of me working out in the actual gym. So again, I will play some of those while I am updating you as to what is happening currently. But yeah, so the clips are from my leg day. It was a good one. But to update everyone as to how everything is going, I had my weekly weigh-in today. So I actually weigh in every day just to kind of see how that progress is working out. But I always kind of just take into account the most recent weigh-in. So today is Sunday, and I had my weigh-in this morning, and I was a new low, so I am down to 240.4. So I dropped quite a bit from the last week, because during that weigh-in I was 243.6, I believe. So just over 3 pounds. But I introduced cardio. I'm still eating the 2,700 calories, but I did 20 minutes of cardio 3 times a week. That went pretty well. All I did last week was walking on the treadmill. So I was walking on the treadmill at a high incline, so about a 7 incline on my treadmill at a very brisk walking pace. So that was it. Wasn't anything too crazy. Today I'm gonna do a cardio session as well, which is going to be a blend of some jump rope. So I'm going to do some skipping as well as some heavy bag training on my heavy bag, which I haven't done in forever. It's honestly been at least a year since I've done that. So I'm excited to get back into that because it's something I used to love to do just for fun, not necessarily cardio, just some different types of training. So I'm going to start incorporating that. And now that I'm following my own workout routine, it's a little less strict than what I was following, so there will be some more flexibility to just kind of do some funner workouts that I hope can hopefully record for you and show you what I'm doing, just to keep things fresh and fun, as well as enjoy the nice weather outside. Right now I'm in my sweaty garage, so it is very hot out today, and it is very hot in here. I'm already sweating, but that's all right with me. I enjoy it. And it's a nice change of pace from the winter when it was freezing cold in here and I would have to go to the gym and it was always super crowded. But today is actually a push day for me. So I'm gonna be doing some chest, a little bit of presses for shoulders and triceps. So that's always a fun and easy day. But going back to my progress, so yeah, I've lost about 3.2 pounds since my last week weigh-in, but I knew that I weighed myself on the Monday last week as well, which was a holiday, and I was already down like a pound from what I had previously, so there was like a fluctuation there. But yeah, it's very exciting to see the progress, and it is like very great progress. So I started, this is week 4. So I have been doing this just for a little while now, and I went from 248, and I'm down to 240.4. So very good progress. It's going pretty quick. But as messed up as it is, and I have to constantly be checking myself because I see this progress and I'm like, oh, you know what? I could push myself harder because right now, to be honest, like it is a grind and like I do have to constantly focus on my macros, my calorie intake, because I definitely want to eat more, but I know it's more of a habitual thing, and it's just like how I've been living for the past how long. So this has been a big adjustment for myself recently, and yeah, so like the progress has been very good. 3 pounds in a week is a lot, and to be honest, like that's on the aggressive side, but as aggressive as that is, I still am like mentally, I find myself being like, oh, I should cut some calories and, you know, push myself a little bit harder, and I'll drop even more because I want to see that number drop faster, which is terrible because it's just not going to be sustainable if I do that. So I constantly have to be checking myself, being like, you know what, this is a good rate. Even if I can slow it down a little bit, I will do so. But right now, 2,700 calories, I'm not going to touch that again this week. However, I do want to incorporate one more day of cardio. So I'm going to go from 3 days of cardio at 20 minutes to 4 days of cardio at 20 minutes. And again, it's honestly, it's less about the weight loss and it's more about just getting that conditioning in, because yeah, like my cardio is terrible and I need to just improve that. And so that's kind of the push for the cardio. I could honestly probably increase my calories a little bit just to kind of slow it down a little bit more, but I'm kind of hoping that 2,700 calories, I'm just going to maintain that and see how much more I'm kind of dropping. If I do drop another 3 pounds this week, I'll probably increase my calories a little bit, because the goal for me is I want to do 4 rounds of cardio this week, and then I'm going to go up into 5 rounds next week at 20 minutes, and that's probably where I'm going to stick in terms of frequency. So I want to be doing 5 days of cardio a week. Again, nothing intense. It's not always going to be the heavy bag. It's not always going to be jumping rope. A lot of the time it's probably just going to be getting those extra steps in, elevate that heart rate a little bit on the treadmill. So just an incline walk. And then I'll have those 2 days where I'm not doing any cardio. But again, we have been very active, and it's been a little bit of a struggle to kind of stay on track, because it just seems like during the weekday, it's not too hard because it's like a very strict routine where, you know, wake up, everybody gets ready, we go to work, and while I'm at work, I'm not hungry, I'm not thinking about food. I bring my lunch and I bring a couple little snacks that are all calculated within my daily intake. So that's nice and simple. It's brainless. I just kind of prep it and follow it. Then I get home, I eat my dinner, I usually work out, and then I go to bed. So it's a very strict routine, and that's very easy. But then the weekends come and we are a lot more active, and we're running around and we're doing a lot of things, and not always eating at the same time. So it's kind of like I'll eat something light thinking, oh, like I'll eat something light now and then we'll come back to it, and I'll, you know, have a little bit more substantial food later. And then all of a sudden we get running around. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten since this morning and it is now 2:00. So it's been a struggle as well. It's been like Mother's Day. It's been, we've had like birthdays and people visiting and things like that. So, and all of that seems to revolve around some sort of gathering where food is involved. So I typically will either, depending on what it is, I might just avoid eating in general, or I'll eat before and then I'll eat after, and just kind of, you know, enjoy being around, but not necessarily indulging in the food, which doesn't really bother me. It's what I used to do, and it's kind of just become like this is the lifestyle I want to live, and I don't feel like I'm missing out when it comes to the food. So I'll usually pass on that, or I will eat just a little bit depending on what kind of my calorie intake had been that day. If I haven't eaten much, I might just eat a little bit and then make sure to prioritize my proteins and try to get back on track. But yeah, so that has been a little bit of a struggle, but at the same time, I've done really well to stick to it. I'm really liking the progress that I've done, and I'm really excited to see where things go from here, because at this point, I feel like I've actually started to notice a transformation in my physique, where I'm noticing that I am getting leaner. I had a lot of belly fat. So like, even though I was dropping a couple pounds here and there, I found it wasn't really noticeable yet. Whereas now I'm like, okay, no, I can see some definition. I can see some veins starting to pop out, and that is very exciting for me as well, because I know what kind of shape I can be in, and I know I have the knowledge to execute. And right now I'm just implementing, and things have been going really good. I seem to be into that perfect mindset, and yeah, so hopefully things continue to run smoothly, or I continue to endure. And yeah, it hasn't been like it doesn't feel like I'm sacrificing a whole lot right now. I'm just kind of sticking to my meals, enjoying just the nice weather and the activities that we've been doing. So it is very exciting, and that is pretty well all I wanted to touch on for this video. So I hope you enjoyed the gym clips, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.